Should you remove chive flowers when they bloom? If you wonder whether to pick the flowers when chives bloom, chives bolt and flower during summer, which uses up a lot of nutrients. This seriously impacts chive growth after autumn, so it's important to remove the flowers promptly. This saves nutrients and helps the chives develop stronger roots, greatly improving their growth and quality in autumn. What to do if chives show yellow leaves and dry tips? First, after harvesting chives, sprinkle wood ash on the cut stems to help wounds heal faster. Then use a small hoe to loosen the soil and cover the chive bases. This way, new chives will have rounded tops, reducing dry tips and yellow leaves. If you don't loosen the soil, new growth will be flat and more prone to yellow leaves and dry tips. Follow me for more practical planting tips to grow corn. Well, remember these simple rules. First, dense planting blocks, growth. Second, loose and sparse plants get plenty of light but produce small ears. Third, raised beds give higher yields. Fourth, plant corn deep and beans shallow. Fifth, corn needs consistent water and hates drought. What vegetables are best to plant in August? There's an old saying, no planting in August means no vegetables in October. Save this video for when you need it. 3 to 5 days after the start of autumn, you can sow autumn and winter vegetables like Chinese cabbage, bok choy, spinach, cilantro, kale, celery, and beans. After August 15th, you can plant radishes, lettuce, romaine, and bitter chrysanthemum. From August 20th to the end of August, you can sow crown daisy, water spinach, red-veined sorrel, fennel, and baby bok choy. Did you catch all that? Remember these 3 tips for planting cucumbers to keep fruits coming non-stop later. First, avoid planting repeatedly in the same soil because this weakens seedlings and causes diseases. Second, don't use raw fertilizer or too much nitrogen fertilizer, as raw fertilizer burns seedlings, and excess nitrogen reduces fruit set later. Third, avoid side dressing fertilizer before flowering. Apply fertilizer only when fruits begin to form. For taro side shoots, coil them carefully to get yields bigger than watermelons. But how do you coil taro side shoots? I guess 90% of farmers are still unsure if you want your taro plants to produce dozens of large taro bulbs each. Listen carefully and watch closely. When your taro has 5 to 6 leaves, select 2 to 3 side shoots, bend them down, and coil them around the main stem of the taro. Then cover them with soil. This will help produce more taro and increase your yield. Soil compaction. Loosen the roots. Yellow seedlings. Use light fertilizer. Wilted leaves. Water thoroughly. Pour soil. Add compost. Powdery mildew. Sprinkle wood ash. Caterpillar damage. Spray chili pepper solution. Manage nitrogen carefully for seedlings. For misshapen fruit, spray phosphorus fertilizer. For split or rotten fruit, use grain powder fertilizer. Actually, planting vegetables is that simple. To boost vegetable yields, remember these planting tips? Plant sweet potatoes early or late, or the fruit will be thin and short. Cut corn tops to strengthen plants like an ox. Water early radishes late. Plant tomatoes this year. Beans next. Crop rotation is the key. Don't dig onions in September, or you'll get empty crops at frost descent. Apply fertilizer, but don't overwater, or vegetables will wilt. Remember these tips, and you can become a planting expert too. Why do tomato leaves curl? And what should you do? Tomato leaf curl is usually caused by high heat and drought. You can cool the plants down at noon. If the top leaves curl and yellow, it may be a nutrient deficiency or a virus infection. You need to prevent this early. If you wait too long, you'll have to remove the plants. Vegetable planting schedule after August 7th. Start of autumn. August 10th, plant Chinese cabbage. August 20th, plant white radish. September 1st, plant leafy greens. September 10th, plant crown daisy. September 20th, plant garlic. October 1st, plant lettuce. October 10th, plant spinach. October, plant cilantro. November 1st, plant peas. December 1st, plant shepherd's purse.